Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay. So I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends, now I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's
what's up, everybody?
you know he's got the news to
Oh, it's a cool Friday tune. It grows on you.
It's only a click or two away. Well, there's Louie and Hunter too. No telling what they're going.
All right, good morning, everybody. We'll be tuning in here in a few seconds. Let everybody get logged in. Nothing's going on, Larry.
Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is
Boom, we're live. Look at that. Let's turn down the tunes. Remember, I'm the producer, director, the host, everything. I kind of had the production skills down a little bit. Click, click, click. And then we get to that. Look at that. Good morning, Michelle Noon. What's that? Andrew's heading down to New Port Richey today. I'm not sure what kind of weather. Well, yesterday we had some pretty intense storms here on the Florida West Coast, man. Hey, Dale Kineberg. What's up, brother? No fronts. Angel, there is a well, it depends where you live, but there is a front coming down through the weekend, and it's going to hover right along the south, excluding the peninsula, upping the rain chances Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're going to talk about that, right? So there you go. What's up, Loretta Reed? What's up, Mary? That kind of rhyme. What's up, Katie? We'll bring up the puppies. We say hi. Oh, Eric, man. Yeah, I was at the Rays game yesterday. It was incredible. I just paid my power bill, by the way. It was $314. I got a new AC put in, so I'm really curious next month what kind of power bill we get. Hey, what's up, Lori from Bermuda? We're going to try double dogs. We're going to try to hold both dogs today as we say hello. It's hot, Annette. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Heat index is crazy high. What's up, Jose? It was a great game. Man, it was stagnant for several innings, and then all of a sudden, man, the bats were on fire. We were sitting in, there was tornadoes. I know, Gene, up in Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, we had that big storm. Storm Prediction Center did an awesome job, though, warning everybody. The alerts were put out early in the morning for a possibility. There's Tia. She lives in Oldsmar. What's up, Kyle? But yeah, we were in right field, man, and I took my dad. He had an amazing time. 83 years old, man. He did it. He loved it. And we got to see 3 home run balls go right over our head. It was the craziest thing ever. Literally, like I thought we were gonna catch it. It was coming. I was like, whoa, man! It was like freaking upper deck stuff. Did you guys see the home runs? So anyway, it does look like Hunter's growing. He's 9 pounds. Even the vet said he looked a little chubby, but he's a year and a half. Hey, Ryan. watching me. Well, we got nothing to talk about today. What's up, Kathy? Good morning. What's up, Michael Faulkner? Puppies are talking. Maybe they can sway. We can play a little Andy Simmons. Ready? Go to sleep. Let's see if we can do the yawns. Ready? It's usually contagious. Alright. Enough of these shenanigans. New people are tuning in. They're like, what the hell is this weirdo? This Yahoo's got 1 million followers. He's a freaking idiot. I am. So yeah, good morning. All right, so big shout out to ABC. It is Friday, so if you live in Florida, make sure you stop by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, pick up some Hurricane Hunter beer. Got some big news coming soon. We're going to have a new release coming, so stay tuned for that. Available at ABC. For all your adult shopping needs. Located here in sunny Florida. Love them to death. Big supporters of Drunk Donkey Nation. We think they're great. Did you like my funny post here a little bit ago? Fall is coming because we're getting daily Spirit Halloween emails now. Every day I get a Spirit Halloween email. The subtle reminder that the old Kmart will soon have an orange banner over top with the temporary Spirit Halloween, which I do love. Hey Rose, yep, I'm so glad we got a new AC. Oldsmar Air Conditioning, by the way, little plug. Good people. Hey Janice, wow, you worked there 60, 18, holy cow. No, the ball game was at, we're talking about another game. Costumes came at Sam's Club on July 10th. Oh my God, that's crazy. Well, anyways. So we had a couple blobs real quick. These are nothing. So this is what I did, by the way. So the first thing I do, I roll out of bed before I go on TikTok. Good morning, Mirtha. I looked at these big blobs. We had folks posting on our page that they lived up in Pensacola, Panama. Huge lightning display overnight, and it was right on the coast. And we got a big blob over Tennessee, there in Kentucky. So first thing you do is go to the HRRR. Who the hell was that? Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I hate doing that to you. But it was a pretty pounding door knock. My buddy Tim. I told him, you don't know I go live every day? No, his daughter plays softball with Emily, and he wanted to hang out. I'm like, no, I got to work. No, he's dropping something by, so... All right, so anyway, we were looking at these blobs this morning, and first thing I do is I go to the HRRR map right here, and you can see that they're going to fizzle, and that's what they're going to do. So it's always cool to go to Tropical Tidbits. He's got a good HRRR map on there. You can look ahead into the future, and you can just see that they casually are nothing. So... the one here in Middle Tennessee area is just going to fizzle out, and the one on the lower Gulf isn't going to do really anything. So If you're curious about the blobs are just blobs. Right, Whitney? Are you here, Whitney? Lots of tornadoes yesterday. I know. I posted a lot about it yesterday, about the Storm Prediction Center and the watches. Let's take a look at the count here. What kind of confirmed damages we had the last 2 days. We had the big event through Wisconsin 2 nights ago, and then yesterday we had, so here we go. So a lot of tornadoes yesterday. 7 tornadoes reported yesterday across northeast here. A few in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Someone mentioned Delaware. It's not showing up, but this is a storm report on Storm Prediction Center, and you can always read these reports on the bottom here too. All the blues are wind reports, which are a ton. They had 147 wind reports yesterday. And this is all tied to that system that came down through Canada here and brought in all this action the night before. The day before we had a couple confirmed tornadoes. We looked here yesterday, they didn't have any confirmed tornadoes, but yesterday, these reports take a while to tune back in. But we had 8 tornado reports through Wisconsin the night before. That was the beginning of this event. So if you want to read up on that, it's here on the Storm Prediction Center. Right here, and you can always click on that, and then when you get to the Storm Prediction Center page, you scroll down and you'll see this latest case archive right here, and you click on that, and then you can go back anytime. Lots of dates to get reports, and they're preliminary reports, so they don't always update them right away. But here's your tornado reports. So it's kind of fun to read them. Hail reports. But yeah, stormy day. So what do we got for today? The jet stream's still dipping south, but here's what we got today. Let me close this. This one just got updated. This is your Storm Center Prediction Center update again today. So again, we got a dip in jet stream, creating some instability here. So we could have storms later today. Carolinas. We got a lot of folks that live in Carolina. What's up, Jennifer, over there? YouTube? Michael, yeah, I was a big blob, man. I was like, where the hell did that blob come by? And Whitney, yeah, it's hot. What's up, Peggy? La Sala. Cool name. Got a little dog for a profile. What's up, Bestie Deuce? What's up, Teresa, drinking coffee, donuts? Checking out the comments. Hey, what's up, Sandy Hoff? What's up, Sunny? Enterprise, Florida. Tim, we could blame Canada on the smoke. Yeah, so we're going to show you some of that stuff. It was a repo, man. It was bam, bam, bam. My buddy Tim. Tim Papp, are you watching? He scared the hell out of me knocking on the door. I thought there was like a fire or something, man. Most people, like salesmen, when they come by, they knock. It's like a little baby knock. I don't worry about them things. But when it pow, 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 I'm like, oh, God, what the hell? It was nothing. It's the last day of summer camp, by the way. So we're Dunkin' Donuts due. Back to hot coffee Monday. All right, so here's storm chances today and tomorrow. They lighten up a little bit for the weekend, which is good. There's a weekend storm outlook. Well, that was actually tomorrow. What the hell? No, that's right. Day 2. Here's day 2. And then day 3. So Carolinas, this is all that front. So the story through the weekend, Sunday, our front's going to be kind of dangling, and the storm chances are going to pop back up Sunday for the East Coast as our front lingers down. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk 2 things now. We're going to go to tropics. Remember, first graphic of the day you should always look at would be this little guy right here. 5-day, no new tropical development. So that's good. I wasn't being served, Gene. I know. I did get a letter from the IRS one time, and oh my God, it makes you like instantly just break out in hot sweats. It was nothing but like, oh my God. All right, so let's dig deep into the tropics. Let's look ahead. So, man, I get a bazillion people asking me, why the tropics dead? Why is it dead? Is the season a bust? Season's a bust. Season's a bust. No, it's not a bust. It's always like this in July. I know I talk about it, and people probably get tired of hearing it, but every year, other than last year, man, every year we get this initial pop in the tropics, May, June. We've had a system in May like the last 8, 9, 10 years. I don't even know. So that's why they're rumored to start the season up till May. So everybody gets excited. You know, it's like the news picks up on it in May. You know, oh my God, the tropics are starting early. We're going to have a busy season. You know, then we'll get like a storm maybe June. And then all of a sudden it just dies. I mean, it didn't die last year, but typically it dies in July. And then everybody starts saying, "Oh my God, the tropics are dead." But you got to remember, man. You know, we're right here. You know I show that, but this is history. I mean, look at that flat line. I mean, we're right on that flat line of same activity basically through May and June. But this is where things really get going. You know, middle August. This is August 20th into October. So if it's August 20th and we don't have anything, then we'll start to say, yeah, the seasons look a little dead. But it's just getting started, right, Jim Parker? And there are signs. Vicky didn't miss nothing. I took off for about a minute. But I'm back. I had a scary door knock. So, in my opinion, we're still going to get storms. Colorado State still believes we're going to get 15 more named storms on top of what we already got. So don't let this little lull fool you quite yet at all. So here's what we got in the tropics, long range. So we keep seeing these little waves pop off Africa, and they get dried up pretty quick. Very normal this time of year. African dust is thick. That dries out the middle atmosphere. Some say, why can't we just drop dust in the storms? Well, it'd take a lot of dust. I don't know. I could just see our poor hurricane hunters flying with like garbage bags of dust. In their next recon mission, they got to shake the bags of dust. I don't know what that would do anything or not. Dale lost his top fan. I don't know anything about the badges, buddy. What's up, Melinda from Niceville? Such a nice name. Well, what was that movie? The black and white movie? I love this movie. Where everything started out in black and white. I think it was called Niceville, right? Where and then things start getting bad, and then they start adding color to the movie as they turn more rebels. I thought that was a pretty cool storyline. It's kind of like I was talking. My dad was talking about Jimi Hendrix last night. I'm like, Dad's 83 years old, and he's like talking about Jimi Hendrix, but he was talking about how crazy he was on stage, burning a guitar, smashing it, playing upside down, and I'm like, yeah, it's so funny, Dad, because that was 69. I'm like, think about the 40s was like the big band era, right? And everybody was very, conservative, and nobody really did anything other than the big band stuff. And then the 50s came along, and it was all happy days. And toward the end of the 50s with Chuck Berry, you start getting a little rebels. And then you get in the 60s, and it was like every decade was a definition of culture. Right? 60s became kind of rocky hippies. 70s a little more flower child. But then it was like the 80s just were totally different. And now we're in the 2000s, and this seems like the last. It's like once we hit 2000, we're in this. We can't define our decades anymore. Like we're everything. We're like everything's mixed to one. Anyway, sorry about that. Little Pleasantville. There you go. Somebody over on YouTube, Teresa. Pleasantville, Jeff. Yep, that was it. So that was a cool thing, though. So the rumor is maybe a new flavor, Sandy. I don't have the official word, but it could be very soon. So, so there you go. Pleasantville. Hey, thanks for everybody tuning in. I had to go off on a tangent there. But puppies are great. They're right down here eating a bone. Everybody's asking about the beer. Let's show you Hunter. Hunter's right here. Hunter's kind of hyper today. He's not snoring. So somebody wanted to see it. We haven't shown Hunter. We're talking about the beer, so we'll pull Hunter up one more time. Then we're going to talk about the tropics. Promise. Why you look up? Look at everybody. Look there. Look right there. Look how cute he is. Like if I do this. I think that's the cutest look. Like when they're just kind of hanging on your paw like that. Look at that. Hey, Dad. What are you guys doing? Hi. I'm actually almost 1.5 years old. I'm not a puppy. You're not a puppy anymore, buddy. You're a grown man. And if you don't start humping your brother, you're going to get chopped. All right, so here's the dust. All right, Tropic Talk now. You can tell it's Friday. So I might be going to the game again tomorrow, the Rays. If anybody's going to the Rays, hit me up. And there was a little young man yesterday that came down at the Rays game, and he said, "Hey, are you Mike, the weatherman?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then he turned around and walked away, and I was like, I wanted to talk to him. So if you're that little guy, reach out, so we can give you a shout out, man. So, all right. So here's the dust. All right. So there are signs that now look at the dust work its way down. But there are signs next week that we could start having these waves inching their way a little bit more east. And I'm going to show you that right now. So typically Africa wins and the monsoonal season takes over and the dust is not as bad as it is early season. So we're going to watch that. Let's look at all the models. Let's look at everything. But again, there's nothing on the horizon right now to get worked up about at all. I don't see anything that I would feel confident about to publicize yet. So I like this graphic. It combines all kinds of ensembles. Remember, we don't look here. That's a glitch. But, this is Navy, CMC, and GFS starting to blend in a little bit of color. Not a lot. Yesterday's 12Z. It takes a little while for the Euro to catch up. Very, very, very low signature. Latest 6Z zooms in more on, it's not even out yet, so we have to go here. It should have been out. Oh, that's Pacific. Pacific's on fire, by the way. I posted that earlier. Maybe the 6Z is out. I think I looked at the wrong spot. Nope, not yet. 0Z is, let's see here. 10 days. So, very weak signature. First off, very weak signature, okay? But Dale, your shirt came in. I know, man. Chris, there you go, man. I did not find out about Okinawa. God, sorry about that. I don't recall being anything that was bad. Evelyn, I'll message you after, I promise. I will find you, or just message me, or email me, and I'll give you all kinds. I'll do it. All right, so there's that. All right, so the Pacific, by the way. So the old rule of thumb that I've learned over the years is this: when the Pacific is hot, now Hunter, just 2 seconds ago you're over here, man, and you weren't snoring. It's not snore time. Here we go. So here's the Pacific map. We got 3 spots. Okay, look at that. Bam, bam, bam. And we got another little guy down here brewing off of Central America coming too. So, so when the Pacific is hot, the Atlantic is not. And that is always sometimes a sign of things to come. So, here's all that convection popping on the Pacific side. This is weathernerds.org, by the way. Here's all that convection popping. Boom, 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 boom. We go to our area, the Atlantic side, and look, nothing popping. Nothing popping at all. Nothing popping. This is drying up. So we are in this suppressed stage of the MJO right now. and they are not. They are in an enhanced stage of the MJO, and this is a great page. Mike Ventris has a great filtered MJO forecast, but this is a pulse of energy coming across into the 2-week period. Where we're at right now, you can see very active stage of the MJO over the Pacific. Very likely the main reason they're getting a pop in convection. Remember, the waters out there are usually cooler than us too. It's kind of fascinating. Look at this. The water temperatures for the Pacific. That's warm, I guess. Where am I hearing audio from? Oh, because I left YouTube on. Yeah, they're warm. Not as warm as we are, but they're warm. This is why a lot of times these storms go poof so fast too, because they form here in the warmer region off of Central America, and then once they hit this cooler water, 23 degrees Celsius, 22, 21. I mean, that's huge difference. 28, so they are warm. So I was wrong about that. That's why we're popping too. Warm water, MJO. Cooler around Hawaii. I get a lot of people ask me why these storms never hit Hawaii this part of the year. Is because the water's cooled down tremendously. Remember, the shelf water is so deep out in the Pacific, so you get a lot of cool water. Harder to warm this large area of water up. That's why a lot of times Hawaii is protected. Storms fizzle out before they get there. They at least lose a lot of this power that they get because they hit this cooler waters as they near Hawaii. And Sandy Hoff will verify that. All right, so back to the MJO. Wherever I clicked it, I think it's gone. All right, so this is what we got coming. This is next week. You see that pulse? It's going to be entering the Atlantic August 6th, a week from now. And then it's going to carry on into the following week. So the next 2 weeks, we're starting to see signs that the tropics are going to wake up in the Atlantic. There it is again. We got a little bitty baby pulse now, but then we got the big stuff still coming more next week into August 7th into the 12th. So when you look at modeling, let's look at the latest GFS here on Tropical Tidbits. You start to see, let's see, well, this is the same time frame, August 8th. So August 8th on GFS, August 8th on the Euro, and CMC right there. So, we showed this yesterday or 2 days ago. Next week, all three models are saying there's a chance that we could see, this is the CMC, Euro, and GFS. So, you get these little false alarms where a wave will come out and they'll fizzle, and then the next one comes out and it goes a little farther, and then the next, it's like when you're stuck in the sand, and like you rock your car, like at Daytona Beach. Like I've never got stuck in the sand at Daytona Beach. You rock one time, you get going a little bit, right? And then the next time you rock, you get going a little bit more. And then you get rocked, and the third time you get out of it. And that's kind of what we're seeing here is an eastward push here with our waves. So, like I said, there's nothing definite with any of these waves. It's just that the atmosphere is going to become a little bit more susceptible to these things. So, the Euro shows it best right here. Our first wave fizzles out a little bit. So here's the Euro on the 5th, actually. That one fizzles out, and then our next one's right behind it. So, it's interesting. We could be watching something this time next week to watch. So again, the bottom line, there's nothing solid except a little more signs, that these little guys are going to be making their way across. So if we look at the ensemble map, there's two ways to look at the one ensemble map that I like to look at. I like this one for the color. because I like pretty colors. I'm a coloring guy. I like colors. Glad I'm not colorblind. I guess people that are colorblind, I have a lot of friends that are colorblind. They don't know what color is, so they don't feel like they're missing anything. No camping. Yeah, I am planning on camping Labor Day weekend. By God, because we canceled Daytona. We're not going to Daytona. I can't take a trip to Daytona. First off, 2 weeks after school start. That means we got to yank the kids out of school at least 3 days. What the hell are they? Why would they do this? Why would they, NASCAR, why would you take the Firecracker 400 that's been an American tradition since the 50s and move it to the end of August? I mean, you got people that plan their vacations around Florida, and this was their life. It was our life. Now we got to freaking have it in the middle of hurricane season, and the kids have to miss school. I ain't doing it. So, Labor Day is a storm, Eric. What do you think about the big Boston series, man? Got a big Red Sox series coming up. It's going to be interesting. What's up, Jennifer? Puff Be Gone. Yeah, August 8th, I think we're going to be it. Hey, what's up? Hey, Cozy Campers RV Park. What's that? Is that a cool little spot, Bill? Never heard of it. I said the C word. What's up, Kyle? Here we go again. Rocking the car and sand. Now, nobody send me a bag of sand. Oh my God, everybody's saying Labor Day. Yeah, that's how we're going to predict it. I even have text. Oh my God, Captain Crunch. You had that. I love Captain Crunch, man. Andrew, yes, we have a great group of people. Shelly would love me to put my phone away too, just like somebody just said sometimes. All right, so this is a cool graphic. I love it. Now, I was guilty of sharing this last couple years ago. I would share this graphic. And, this is looking ahead almost 10 days. The main development region looking kind of juicy, 10, 15, 20% chances. But that's tropical depression chances, right? If you click on tropical storm, very little. And I stopped there because that's the first time that it showed tropical storm. So that's interesting. Now I might share that. This would be August 9th, actually, August 9th. Slight percentage chances, but in reality, that is the first time that the Euro is showing not tropical depression, but tropical storm. So possible, but look at the direction. Now, one thing you got to note too, man, is these fronts that are coming down. So this, let's just say technically, this is August 9th. August 9th. So we'll see. A couple of the other indicators. Let's go back to tropical tidbits just for fun. Euro does a very good job with upper air patterns. And if we go to August 8th and 9th, you can start to see, this is that first wave right there. So according to the Euro, we could have our, two little waves trying to make it across. But look at how strong that is. So that wouldn't exactly suggest a recurve when you see the high of that high. High. So boom, boom. This is August 7th. Possible. Very weak signature right now. But hey, you never know. Coinciding with the MJO. So Captain Crunch. God, I love Captain Crunch. John, what was he showing? 17th? God, that's far, man. I could give him credit going out that far. Jim's putting up shutters. Labor Day. So isn't it funny? Like we talk about closer lines mean tighter pressure gradients. So the high pressure in the Atlantic is a dome. The air is rising, and as pressures come down, we get low pressures. And the tighter gradients usually mean a lot more wind. Tighter gradients, a lot of wind. Tight isobars, scary isobars. So anyway, all right. So a little something to maybe watch. Let's look at some ensembles. As far as homegrown action, so don't really see anything homegrown-ish coming possible. We got this. Let me show you what's going on. So obviously I already posted the heat page. Oh my God, look at this. This is excessive heat warnings. Oh my God, excessive heat warnings for a big chunk. Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Arkansas, northward. Look at that. Even South Carolina. Look at that. Would you look at that? I don't know what movie that's from, but I see people post it. Like, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Look at that. My God, look at that. So let's look at the heat index today. This is always very scary. All right, so we'll look at so yesterday, man, they did a good job in Florida because we had cloud cover all day. But look at this. So this is just an estimated snapshot at 3 p.m. today. But we got heat index 100, 100, 100, 101, 102. Look at 106. Look at Louisiana, 107, 107, 106. Look at South Carolina, 107, North Carolina. That's the heat index, feels like, but my God. Would you just look at that? Hot. So that's today. Smoke alert, which is kind of neat to look at. We can learn a lot about these wildfires. So yesterday I posted, we had a fan share some pictures from Minnesota. I got corrected, which I told him he's right. We got two sets of wildfires going on right now. We have a big concentration out west. We can go to Zoom Earth and check them out. This is your live snapshot of fires. But we have quite a few fires in Washington, Idaho, Oregon, northeast or northwest. Big chunk up in northern Canada, up north into Canada. And then we also have another patch of fires just north of Minnesota. And so this combination, this jet stream has been doing this like this, So all this smoke here, making its way here. It's been fascinating to watch this week because we've had a lot of folks up in the Smoky Mountains talking about the smoke. So we have, these hot spots of fires and the jet stream, which you can see a bazillion different places. I like looking at an old school site because you can see it here. You can see it anywhere, but I like the pretty colors. Sorry if you're colorblind. How would you? Well, you can see the tighter barbs, but anyway, you can see the jet stream. Look at that. This is you can see north. You can see the line right here. There's the U.S. But look at that. So smoke. All this smoke. Everything's pointing down. That's the jet stream. That's why we had these fuel storms the last 2 days. By the way, the jet stream creating a lot of instability in the atmosphere and creating these storms. Kind of what we see in the spring. Jet streams a little north, pretty massive speed though. But that's what's bringing the smoke down. So let's go back to the smoke map. And somewhere, there it is. You can see the smoke. Brighter the colors, more smoke. So this afternoon here, we're going to see some of this smoke dropping down into, and this is going to be awful. So we got 108 degree heat index in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and you're going to have smoke. And this smoke is being pushed down from everywhere. And again, another day of smoky conditions in Minnesota, Wisconsin. And now it's starting to drape even farther south. So this is your smoke map for 4 o'clock today. So pretty much repeat wildfire smoke. And it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Some of this is going to push into New York. Look at this. Look at this for tomorrow. This is tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon, New York smoke coming. And look, heavy smoke in the Carolinas again tomorrow. So why they call it the Smoky Mountains? You'll find out tomorrow. By God, I'll tell you. Maybe that's where it got the name Smoky Mountain from. Man, I learned so much doing these little weather chats. Well, I used to do these before I had no clue what the hell I was talking about. I still don't, but now I have a little clue. All right, we got to look at the ensemble map before I forget. So we got storms coming Sunday. Let's look at. I want to look at this front. So we got a droopy front real quick. I just want to show what's coming up this weekend. So we got a front coming down. Let's just talk about that real quick. So here's the deal. Here's today. Here's this front. It's going to make its way southward. Here's Saturday. It starts to droop. Not a lot of rain, but watch what happens on Sunday. Sunday starts to get a little bit more unstable. Another front coming in, adding some instability. But look, heavier rains on Sunday. Then it really gets going on Monday. Look at that. Boom. The colors change. Smoky Mountain High, Andrew. Good song. People are crazy. There's a song like that. What's up, Harold? Or is it Howard? Harold seeing blue sky. Andrew, thanks. Didn't know that. Some of those spots, so they do, that's good to know. I have to do a little more homework on that. So the hot spots, so they do, he does label on this site at least the real fires, so. Okay, cool. Heat. Good to know. So the hot spots are labeled as possible spots, right? But you can also see, luckily on this site, look at that, 200, or I thought it was 1,000, 37,000. You can also identify, usually in every one of these little hotspot areas is an actual fire, though. And there's some big ones up in Canada right now. Yesterday we were looking, man, there's 379,000 acres. That's nearing 500,000 acres. Red Lake fire. There's 422,000 acres. Jeez. There's 1 million acres right here, just these two combined. There's 240,000 acres. 820,000 acres. Oh my God. So we got 1 million. We got like 2 million acres burned here. 2 million acres. That's crazy. Can't imagine. Crazy. All right, let's go back to the weather. So here's Monday. So there's that front. So Sunday, not as bad. Monday really juices up, flattens out. There's that other front coming in. So we got double BOGO fronts coming in on Monday. Now look. Now if we had anything in the tropics brewing, this is where they recurve. These fronts break down the high pressure areas, and if we had a high pressure out here, these fronts weaken our high pressure. Opens up the door for more of a curve. So these fronts play a vital role in the steering mechanisms of storms. Fronts typically aren't around peak season, thus the chances increase for storms to be a threat. All right, so here is Monday, here is Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday is starting to lighten up a little bit, and then Friday. So that front ain't going anywhere, man. Lingering front. Look at this front. Watch this front. Look at this. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Ain't going nowhere. Get the heck out of here. Ain't going nowhere. Lingering front, man. Story of the week. Holy cow, is that damage? Look at that. That was Philadelphia. Twitter, AccuWeather. A lot of damages coming in. That's Home Depot, it looks like. Yeah, it's Delaware. I've seen that one. So, yeah. All right, so let's look at the ensemble map real quick. That's kind of what I do. I want to see. And then we'll slow down and read some comments, see what you guys are talking about. Have a good weekend, Peggy Sue. If your front lasts for more than 4 hours. What does that mean? Call a doctor. All right, August 9th. This is the Euro ensemble. So not a lot, but a little bit more than yesterday. And if you go to 15 days, so starting to talk about it a little bit more. It'd be very irresponsible to pick any wave at this point. The models are basically just saying, hey, conditions are becoming more favorable. We know that tropical waves are going to be coming out of Africa. It's a given. Thus, you get these storm patterns. And one thing I learned over the years too, ma'am. Sometimes you'll see models pick up on a spot, and it might show it on a Tuesday. And then a couple days later, it's showing a spot. It's saying that same spot's going to be on a Thursday. And then it says it's going to be on a Saturday. So it keeps pushing a model run back, let's say. Well, what I've learned, it's the models are looking more at the environment. And they're basically saying, if you have a wave at this particular spot, it's going to do something. Well, the wave might actually be a little slower, a little faster. But the overall pattern is becoming favorable, and a big part of that's the MJO. Water's heating up. But anyway, the Euro looks a little interesting, right? So, remember there's 51 members of the Euro. This isn't like a whole bunch of spaghetti models. These are all the different little brains of the Euro. And, these are going a little too high in my opinion. I don't think that the high is going to be that far. But anyway, that's that. And then the Euro was there. Let's look at GFS for fun. And then we'll slow down a little bit. I haven't got to look at this message board a lot. All right, so here's 10 days out, August 9th. A little bit of activity. But we go time with this. Getting a little bit more. 15 days out. So, bottom line, we're getting more little squiggly lines from the ensembles. So, that's that. Bound to happen, but there's nothing solid yet to really hone in on. Whitney's going somewhere. Everybody's saying goodbye. Hey, bye, Whitney. All right, so I got to do a shameless plug. We had 5 bookings yesterday. All right, 5 MWP cruise bookings yesterday. So I got to talk about it. If you haven't heard, believe it or not everybody's on here every day. We're having a cruise coming up in March out of Florida. Good old Florida. It's on the brand new Mardi Gras ship, and it's 7 days of Drunk Donkey fun. We'll be there, my whole family, Shelly and her crew, and Phil, along with some great sponsors. Coastal Claims, ABC will be there sponsoring. We also got the crew from Furman coming, but we're going to have fun every night. Not every night, most nights, we're going to have crap going on all the time. I just don't want to say every night because I might get passed out one night and need recovery. But we're going to have seminars. We're going to do trivia. We're going to have Family Feud, meet and greets, cocktail party. We're going to do a scavenger hunt. We're going to be giving away a swag bag. We're going to be having a crazy amount of fun. It'll be a good time. So if you haven't heard about it, check it out. MWP Cruise. And we're going to have, hopefully, my buddy Jeff from the newspaper will go, and I want to have a social media person. So even if you don't go, you can share the fun, and we'll stream live and all kinds of good stuff. So check it out. I got a link on the page. MWP Cruise. Brand new ship. And we know the world's going crazy. As my dad said, the world's going to hell. So don't even worry about what's going on. Everything's refundable up till December, I think. So I ain't going to stress about nothing. Live my life. Because you only live once. Right? Right. Took my dad to the Rays game yesterday. Had a great time. Might go this weekend. So what else is going on? What's storm up north, Danielle? I don't think we got any storm. We really don't have a lot of storms out there right now. Nothing really to worry about. Going into the weekend, just heat. Storm Prediction Center not showing too much. A little bit of action on the East Coast today. Let's look at future radar. We'll look at 2 different radar sites. Let's look at what everybody's going to get here today. These 12Z is out now. HRRR. Let's look at the whole U.S. and then we'll look at Southeast. So here's what we got today, and we'll fast forward a little bit. This is going through the day today. This is 5 o'clock tonight. So this rewind, this is everything up till 5 o'clock tonight. A little bit of storms popping here. We got a little more of a high pressure setting up over, drying things out, for not like we saw yesterday across Florida. Not as many storms. And then tomorrow, there's that front starting to come down. This is tomorrow morning. And this kind of starts to do its little linger thingy. All right, so there's your next 48 hours. So let me do some timestamps. So we'll do 5 o'clock tonight. And we will do 7 a.m. tomorrow. Not a lot. 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Not a lot. Sunday, 7 o'clock in the morning. And there you go. There's that next front kind of inching its way down. So the storms today for Carolinas are very iffy how bad they're going to be. They're just going to be isolated thunder showers today. So it doesn't look like a lot of anything. Not a lot. Not a lot. Nothing but a good time. All right. There's these storms later tonight. Really later tonight, actually. We could have some storms overnight hours, Virginia. This is midnight. That's really it. Nothing cooking. No big weather events. There's our front coming in, by the way. So all this right here is Sunday. See that? Sunday. And if you go to the Storm Prediction Center on Sunday, you can start to see the storm chances here, brewing obviously later in the day. And then, of course, Monday it gets really juicy in the south. 5-day rain. Here's your 7-day rain totals. So this kind of tells a tale where the front's going to end up setting up. So a lot of rain possibly next week across Carolinas and lower Virginia there. That's 5-7 inches of rain. Coastal rain could be 7-10 inches of rain. Look at that. That's noteworthy. So, stalled front coming. All right, what else we got? Heat advisories are up, Chris. God, I know it's crazy, man. Nothing's going on in the tropics. Somebody said they just jumped on. Jump. Might as well jump. Don't go camping, Mike Soul. You got it. Teresa Carlson. That's funny. Thank you, Alfred. Appreciate you being a follower, a fan. Watermelon Sugar. Hi. That's we're winding down. Anything else? We got the weekend. Tornado. Yes. What storms? Hopefully we don't have tornadoes today. It was rough yesterday. That was a big pulse of energy swooped down 2 nights ago through Wisconsin, and it continued on yesterday, obviously, for the East Coast. Man, Laura, I know you got more rain coming. That's some pretty heavy-duty rain totals. I didn't know that was going to be. Well, we got it stalled out front. Let's take a look at some more zoomed-in Mid-Atlantic rain totals here. I always have a hard time finding total precip. All right. Ugh. Oh, my God. Look at that. Let's zoom in on Carolina. That's a lot of rain. Look at this. So your 10-day, it's all loading. I know it's hard to see, but look. Wow. Man. Coastal rain predictions, 10 inches plus. So anything white, 7, 8, 9 inches. Look at that. Along the coast. This is 7 days, or 10 days actually. But you get the idea. Just constant rain for the next week plus. GFS about the same. This isn't all at one time. This is just over the next week plus. Copious amounts of rain. This is rainfall through Monday morning. As far out as this cycle goes. Hey! Geez, they're just in heaven over there. Will there be an open ISO bar? Hey! Knock it off! Puppy heaven over there. So there you go. This is rainfall through Monday morning. Gonna get juicy along the Outer Banks. Outer Banks. That's right. So Emily just started watching the second or third or fourth. I don't know. I don't watch that show, but she's so excited the Outer Banks is back on Netflix. So she was actually watching it this morning. So that's her first TV show. Good point, Laura Harris. I came back from our camping trip and my pool was turning green. It's because the water neutralized the salt. So I learned, I put 3 bags in and the guy's like, that might not be enough. I did not go to the Caribbean already. I'd like to. We went as far as the Bahamas. I don't know if that counts. It's tourist-wise. I want to do the airport at St. Croix, but I think they closed it now. But that would be so cool. I'd probably be the poor soul that it came a little too low, but I don't know if intaking all that jet fuel is very healthy. But yeah, Gene says it. Yes, Outer Banks. Gotta love it. Good times. Bonaire, cool. Well, welcome. Isn't it amazing that the world of the internet can travel to all the islands and connect everybody? The World Wide Web. Hey, Karen. Yep, I'll make sure. The rains today in Florida don't look like we got a lot. Man, we got hit so hard yesterday. It was incredible. Here in Florida, what we got. Man, they were just sitting right on top of us. So here's your rain through tonight. You know, very isolated. You could argue the flow is kind of from Central Florida eastward today. Shelly, you're going to get one at 10 o'clock tonight. But you got to be careful of these models because every run they're going to change a little bit. So just the exact pinpoint of rains is impossible to really find out. But what you kind of look for, what I look for is coverage, the amount of coverage and directional flow. And with the winds very spread out high pressure right now over top of us. As a matter of fact, let's look at that. Coolness here. We can see the southeast. Well, we'll just look at Conal, U.S. Conal. Sounds like I'm saying cornhole. Where the hell's fold? Why can't? Where the hell's? We got P. Oh, right here. Here's Cone out of the U.S. All right. So we can look at dry air real quick and take a look at that. I don't know which one we'll look at. We'll just look at this one. So there's our little pocket of dry air. See it? Right there. So the high pressure dries things out a little bit. Winds are a little more stagnant. And our Bermuda high is stretching into the Gulf a little bit. So let's take a look at that. You can kind of see it right here. So there it is. High pressure kind of swinging its way into the Gulf a little bit. That keeps the wind flow kind of stagnant. We're getting a little bit of wind flow into the East Coast there. That's kind of why we're getting that flow. Whatever forms here throughout the day likely is going to get pushed eastward as the evening hours come in. So we'll see if that actually holds true or not, but likely so. One of our MWPs yesterday said they were sailing, and so far the weather looks good. Calm seas. It's good news, right? And everything white's calm. So not a lot of wave action out there in the Gulf today. Good. Deborah, yes. Man, so we sat right behind Brett Phillips. And this dude, man, he is so cool. That's Superman. But he talked to everybody. He threw balls. He smiled. He engaged with the fans. He made an outstanding sliding catch in right field, and then he hit his grand slam. The dude was awesome. Pretty cool. We also got to hang out with Judge, was in the right field, and he was pretty cool too. He interacted with everybody, and but yeah, they just smoked the ball, man. 3 home runs, four home runs. See you, Andrew. Grandma Bingo. Hey, that sounds fun. All right. So anything else we need to wrap this up? I guess it's been an hour. Ramble on. So we don't go live on the weekends. Usually Emily's playing softball. Not this weekend. She got a weekend off. Yes, he is. It was fun to watch Phillips interact with Kiermaier and Rosarina. They all were a pretty cool unit out there. Yeah, Deborah, I like him. He's cool. That inning, yeah, Jessica, the dogs. They're in puppy heaven right now. Let me show you a picture of them. See you, Jim. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Let me show you the current state of the dogs here. All right, so here we go. This is what they look like. This is what they're doing. So here's the snoring. That's the shot. That's what they're doing right now. That's Hunter in front. He's got the good life. Bill, good morning. What the heck are you talking about, man? Yeah, Deborah, I have a lot of family or friends that have to go and make choices. Luckily, we only got Emily that plays, so we can both enjoy it. Oh, man. Yes, Martha, looking forward to March for sure. Bye, y'all. See you, Loretta Reed. Thank you for being a big fan. Always positive. Lisa rambles. I don't like to ramble. Later, Gators. Yeah, all that barking. I know. I got to call my buddy Tim. Yeah, I think he got mad at me. I blew him off. I'm like, dude, I'm live. I got to go, man. I normally wouldn't have even answered the door, but thought somebody was like emergency or something. Who's Rizzo? I can't believe we got rid of Castillo, or I can never say his name right. Our closer. Yeah, they just got rid of him. All right. Well, anyway, we're all good. Big thanks to ABC again. Big supporters of our page. Haven't got to talk about Tammy in a while. Tammy Kent, OSR. They have really storm-related industry. We'll be doing more with OSR once we get this little storm action going. But great company. And she's a big supporter of our page for many years. They have 1,000 linemen, 400 damage assessors, 200 wire down watchers. They're the first ones to go into storms when they happen and assess the situation. Then they help restore it. So there's a lot to this storm industry that I had no idea about. Everything. So, but I want to do a shout out to Tammy there. She's a good supporter of ours. So, all right. Well, hope you guys have a great Friday. Stay hydrated and cool, and enjoy yourselves and all that stuff. Might do a TikTok. I'm trying to figure TikTok out. I told Shelly I did a good one. I got a little more views on this one. I got 406 on this one. Look. All right, look at. So this is my new one. Let me see if I can turn it up. I filmed Judge out in the outfield, so this is kind of cruel. Listen.
Hell no.
Let me turn it up.
Will we ever be as good as the Tampa Bay Rays?
Hell no.
So stupid.
Will we ever be as good as the Tampa Bay Rays?
Hell no.
Will we ever be as good as the...
I gotta do something when I'm not on the computer. All right, so we'll definitely be online on Monday. Patiently waiting on the tropics. I know everybody's thinking the season's a bust, but I don't think it is. I think we're just in that normal little lull.
The tropical weather outlook issued at 7:05 a.m.
We should start the
For
show
the North Atlantic,
with this every day.
Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 5 days.
5 days. What about 6 days? All right, well, I could talk all day, you know that. But anyway, I got to do a little work around the house, too. So, all right, be good. We'll be checking in all weekend long as always. Keep it to the page, Mike's Weather page, and I'll be updating the weather 24, well, not 24/7. I usually stop around 9, 10 o'clock, but then I'm back at it at 6. So I should have business hours up here, Shelly, because everybody's like 2 in the morning. Where's Mike? Mike's sleeping. I gotta sleep sometime. I'm not one of them nocturnal staying up all nighters like I used to be. All right, be good. We'll see y'all.